Kindergarten. Today you have your test over chapter 2. You're going to need 4 things for this. You're going to need pencil eraser and your book, of course. You're going to need your counters, and you're also going to need your cubes. So go ahead and get those 4 things: pencil eraser, book, counters, and cubes. You can pause the video if you need to, and then we'll get started. Boys and girls, we're going to be on this page that says chapter 2, review/test. So the first part here is vocabulary. You're going to draw a line from the words to the sets of counters that show the same number. So here, let's take a look. How many hats? Do you see here says same number? Which set of counters shows same number? This one, or this one? Now they've set this up really confusing. So even though this is a test and I shouldn't just show you what to do, I'm going to, because they made it really hard for you to do this. What I want you to do you see here 1, 2, 3? So you need the set of counters that shows 1, 2, 3. And of course you can see that's right here. So go ahead, this says same number, draw a line from same number over to the set of 3 counters. Here says greater than. Well, which set of counters is greater than 3? This one, of course, that has 4, so we can draw a line over here. Less than. Which set of counters shows a number less than 3? Well, of course, it's 2, so we can draw a line to the 2. All right. This part not too tricky. Count. Over here, write how many that is. Here again, count. You don't even need to count these, do you? You can just subitize them and know. Write how many that is. Down here, once again, count. Now, because these aren't neatly lined up in a 5 frame, you might want to go ahead and count them just to be sure. Count them, write the number, count the little sock puppets, write the number. Now on to the next page. This is all that same type that we had in the chapter 1 test, where over here you see what you're supposed to do, and then here you color in the circle that shows the answer. So count the number of cars, color in the little blue circle that's underneath the same number of counters. So I'm going to put a mark here to remind you, same number. Now right here for number 5, you want to mark a set of counters that is less than the number of turtles. So take a look here. You can probably just subitize that and know right away without even needing to count how many turtles we have. Then look at the counters. Is this less turtles than there? Or is this less counters than turtles? Is this less counters than turtles? Or is this one less counters than turtles? Go ahead and color in the circle that shows which one is less. So if we just did less, now for number 6, we're going to do greater than. We're going to color in the circle for the number of counters that is more than the number of these cars here. So subitize or count how many cars. Is this greater? Is this greater? Is this greater? Or is this one greater? Color in the little blue circle under whichever one is greater. Now, here, you can see the counters in the 5 frame. This we can definitely subitize. You're going to look for another 5 frame that shows a number of counters less than this number. So take a look. Is this less? Is this less? Is this less? Is this less? Color in the blue circle for whichever 5 frame has less. Up here, look for the 5 frame that is greater. So is that one greater? Is that one greater? Is this one greater than this one? Or is this one greater than this one? Color in the blue circle for whichever one shows you a number greater than this number. Number 9, put in the circle for the group that is greater than 3. So again, for number 9, you're looking for greater than. It can't be this one. This one is 3. It has to be greater than 3. Underneath here, look for one that is less than 3. So again, it can't be this one because this one is 3. You need a number that's less than 3. So is it that one, or that one? On to the last page. Up here, you're going to look and put the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order, which they are there to start with, aren't they? You're going to do it though with cubes also. Make yourself a tower of 2 cubes, a tower of 1, a tower of 3. Excuse me, put them in order. And then trace around them. We've done this before, right? Now, you don't have a whole lot of extra room to work with, but you do have a little bit of space. You just don't want to scroll too far to be able to get all 5 of them. And remember here with this one that has more than 1, I'm going to follow this crack down. I'm going to draw it like so. Here's this one. Around. And then, of course, it's more than 1, right? So I need to draw my cracks also. There's one. Here's the other crack in between them. There we go. So you're going to do also 4 and 5. Down at the bottom, you're going to use counters. And do you see these 2 places to write numbers? So I bet already you can guess what you're supposed to do. You are going to choose your own 2 numbers, and you are going to represent those 2 numbers with counters. So you choose the 2 numbers, 5 or less. So maybe you're going to have 4 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Maybe you're going to have 5 at the bottom and 1 at the top. It's up to you. You choose. Once you get your numbers there, trace the counters so that we can see how many counters you put for each one. Write the number of counters, and then over here on this side, you're going to put G for greater and L for less. So put an L next to whichever one is less, and put a G next to whichever one is greater. And then this is the page. Take the picture and send to me. Girl, now. Tomorrow we're going to start with chapter 3 and numbers bigger than 5.